Bit of a theme going on here.
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye?
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last train, Miss Bateman.
Impossible. Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Aye, it were. Mr. Price were here, unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul. Hold on. One of them crates had your name on it, Miss Bateman. A great big one it were, with...
A red ribbon.
Aye.
What is Kenneth playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses. Where is my crate now?
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
Where can I find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
Thank you. Where can I find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
Ta-ra.
Yep, progress has been made.
Wally took Myrtle.
Pardon?
He took her and ran off. I hate him.
Is Myrtle one of your dolls?
Yes, my favourite. Mummy made her for me. She's so beautiful. Wally is the worst brother in the whole world.
Why did your brother take Myrtle away?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market tomorrow. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me. What if he rips her to tatters? What if he feeds her to Mr. Bryden's goat?
Don't worry, Jane. I'm sure he wouldn't do such a thing. Where did your brother go?
I don't know. Home, maybe. But I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of the village, miss. Maybe Wally went back there. Or maybe he's left her out on the moors. Poor Myrtle. I'm going to kick him so hard.
Have you heard of a place called Hobb's Barrow?
I have, yes.
You have?
We aren't supposed to talk about it.
Why not?
Would you like to go there?
Yes, I would very much like to.
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle for me.
You will?
Yes! But don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
I promise.
Okay, that's a fair trade. We get the little girl's doll back, and
I will.
she tells us where she thinks Hobbs Barrow is.
Bye,
And
miss.
hello, Butterball. Have you decided to trade off with Stripes?
We could talk to him. Still worth it. Hello,
Good day.
Wally.
Jane
Where's
tells me
Myrtle?
you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
That does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin! You don't know what she can be like! Besides, Myrtle is gone now. I've given her to the fair folk. That'll teach her.
Who are the fair folk?
The little people of the moors. I gave Myrtle to them.
Little people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's two, and I gave him a doll.
Goodbye.
Oh, we know what we must do.
Hunt the moors for Myrtle.
I'm not sure if these are poisonous or edible. It looks like something has been buried in the middle. This path leads out over the moors. I'd better not touch them. They could be poisonous. It looks like something has been buried in the middle.
I guess we use the trowel?
Tries to unbury something from the middle.
Flashback.
Memories.
Thomasina, please stop stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame. It's the gateway to the fairy kingdom. There you are, Josephine. I won't let the foxes eat you.
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Josephine, she introduced me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course. Do you see those mushrooms over there?
Yes.
That's the gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition. Please always remember that. If you hear anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash. What is it?
Hogwash. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder? This must be Jane's ragdoll.
Delightful.
Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of. How strange. There is a hairpin pierced through the arm. This may come in handy. I'll keep it. At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed.
Those worms were the least gross thing.
You're coming with me, little fellow. I shall name you Kenneth.
I think she's a little salty. Just saying.
I don't know what you mean.
She literally named the worm after her
Myrtle.
assistant.
Myrtle! I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Hide and seek.
Come back! It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children.
Children.
Hey!
She is keeping up her end of the bargain. She's just doing it in a childlike way. She's leading us to Hobbs Barrow. Again, I'm completely blind to this game, folks. I am just guessing.
Jane? I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand, uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod. That should do it. Jane! Jane? Curses. The useless thing blew out. It's pitch black down there. Jane, come out this instant. I can't see a damned thing in here. I need a light source. must be the postmaster's storeroom. There's my crate. Kenneth always ties a red ribbon to it. I can see an envelope tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence. I'm going to have to get in there.
Why do I get the
It's a
feeling we're
little
going to
chirpier
get a
than your
hard
average
time?
Bewley resident. Hello,
Good day. I haven't seen you in Bewley before.
I'm just visiting.
Lovely. It's nice to see a new face. We don't get many visitors. My name's Henry. Henry Long.
Nice to meet you, Henry. Thomasina Bateman.
Wonderful. What a treat.
You seem in a good mood, Mr. Long.
It's just lovely to see a new face. Where are you from, Miss Bateman?
He is way too positive.
Originally a small town on the outskirts of Derby, Mr.
Would you rather he
Long.
be way too
Now I
negative?
currently reside in London.
London. I've never met anyone from London. How very exciting. Have you lived there a long time?
It's been quite a few years now, yes.
I've heard that the air there is so heavy with smoke, it makes it hard to breathe. Is that true?
Some days.
Oh, you must miss the fresh northern air. Well, you've got that in Bewley. No factories out here. Such things are a blight on his creation. I were born in this very home I stand in front of. Bewley is in my blood. Why would I ever want to leave? Especially now I can meet new folk thanks to the railway line.
Your opinion of the railway station differs widely from your fellow townsfolk, Mr. Long. I've not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start of a new era for Bewley. Mark my words. There's much to protect here, but we need new blood. I hope that some of you visitors will actually stay here permanently.
Why is that?
So I have new friends to talk to. Some
Fair
people
enough.
here don't want any new friends. Cyril Farnaby, the miserable old sod, is the worst offender.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Cyril. He really dislikes the railway station.
Absolutely miserable he is. I've tried to convince him many times that the station will help Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye, the scene of our many debates. Blimey. I could go for an ale right now, actually.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
No. Wait. Do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open a tab?
Perhaps. You could always ask him. I shouldn't leave anyway. Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of his storeroom.
I'm looking for Mr. Price, the postmaster.
Oh, Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour. I'm afraid you've just missed him.
Curses.
I saw him wheeling a large crate into his storeroom just there.
It's my crate. I can see it through the window. I really need it.
Sorry, Miss Bateman, but he locked it up before he left.
Where did Mr. Price go?
I don't know. The man were in a hurry. I know he has family in Bakewell.
That's miles away. Did he leave by foot?
No, by horse. He must be a few miles down the road by now.
Curses.
Typical.
When will Mr. Price be back?
He didn't say. Could be tonight, could be a few days.
How infuriating.
I told him I'd keep
We're gonna
watch
have
of his
to break
storeroom,
in.
and I'm a man of my word, Miss Bateman. I shall not budge from this spot.
Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
I'm sorry to ask this, Mr. Kemp, but could I please open a tab?
Still not in your purse?
I'm afraid not. My assistant hasn't arrived as planned, so I find myself in a bind. He must have put the money in my crate, which is currently being held in Mr. Price's storeroom.
Well, as you know, I run an honest establishment here, and I do trust you. So yes, I'll open an account for you, to be settled at the end of your stay.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Now then, I'll be needing something of value as a deposit.
I thought you said you trusted me.
Aye, It's not personal, lass. One can never be too cautious.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
So the value, he says.
Will you accept this silver cross pendant as a deposit?
Can I take a closer look at it?
The thing is, it's not really ours, so no loss if we can't get it back.
Silver. That'll do.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Can I get you something to drink?
Not right now, Mr. Kemp.
As you were.
Okay, now we can order a drink again. It's time to get up to a little mischief.
Good day.
No, not that.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Wait, are we...
Good day.
Oh, we're not stealing the
Yes.
bucket?
No point.
My name is Thomasina.
George Crozier. Can I help you?
Are you a Bewley native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye, born and bred. That's where my father.
Can you make us a crowbar? We need to break into the shed.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools. You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye. Old Leonard.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
You're clearly
But do you know
expected to
where
speak
he
with him
lives? I
before.
want to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
His lordship commands much respect around here, lass. Keeps me busy with work. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Mr. Crozier, might I borrow your lantern?
Sorry, lass. I need it. My eyesight is not what it used to be. The extra light helps me see what I'm hammering.
I understand. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Hello, who's the old fart? Oh, it's Cyril.
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
What do you make of Henry Long?
An idiot who thinks that station's a good idea. Can you imagine? Strangers pouring into Bewley. Turns the stomach, that does.
Maybe he has a point. You could travel.
Bah! You're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad opinion. But Henry, he's a Bewley lad. We've had the odd Barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine. Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now,
Yes.
go on then, lass.
Follow me.
So then, he turns around and says, "Why is a dog
Well,
like a tree?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark once they're dead."
Oh, ooh, that's a bad one. That's bad. That's
Very
bad.
dry, Cyril. Well, it's been a pleasure.
That's
but
a
I
joke
must be
you'd
off.
tell me.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider. Ah.
Okay, now that Cyril's in the pub.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you a drink, Henry?
Really?
Really? We can talk more at the inn.
But I told Mr. Price I'd keep watch of his storeroom.
Doors have locks for this very reason.
You're right. One drink won't take long. I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
We are an evil little bean.
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would never have met. Blessed be the Midland Railway.
Idiot! That station is the worst decision this village has ever made!
This is going to be entertaining
Cyril
as fuck.
Farnaby. a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change.
What is a
your
man? A
mind
miserable little
even if
pile
it
of
kills
secrets,
me.
dude.
How about you?
I'll change your mind even if it kills me. Dude, you're both gonna die. Cyril's like fucking 80 and you're gonna die trying to convince an 80-year-old fart of something. That ain't happening.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open.
It's not stealing, it's our property.
It is breaking and entering.
Necessary evil.
I've snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to unlock the door. Let's open this envelope. There's a note inside.
I beg your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London. I can't join you in Bewley. I packed your usual equipment and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. Look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch.
How very frustrating. I wonder what happened. I'd better get this to the
Maybe his
alley before
mom's
Mr.
sick.
Long comes back.
How the hell is she gonna carry that whole
through
fucking...
the village square was no easy task.
I was gonna say,
Somehow,
how?
no one was there to witness it. But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother? I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me. Wait. Where is my money? It's not in here. Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man. It looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that. Ah, my lantern. It feels light. There mustn't be any oil inside. I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here. No money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that...
Still,
And
I've
unfaithful
been in
locals.
worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that Barrow and get on with the excavation.
I was gonna say, it's a good thing that cross wasn't technically ours, and that will cover the tab, hopefully.
Now, speaking about the things that are not ours,
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece. They aren't mine to take. The delicate flowers smell rather sweet.
no, still not taking them. Oh, wait, we're not done yet.
Good day.
Yes?
Oh,
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Need to look at something first.
A fantastic specimen. Good day.
Yes?
I noticed your spectacular fossil specimen.
Oh, aye. I collect them.
Hey, he's a fossil
This one
collector,
is
that's cool.
called an...
Ammonite.
I'm impressed, lass.
From the Jurassic period, I'd venture.
Do you collect them too, then?
My true interests lie in comparatively modern history.
Oh, aye. Well, I do love a fossil.
Does that mean
It's
he's friends with
important to
Cyril?
remember that we all end up in the soil eventually.
Quite.
I'm sorry, I had to make the joke.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Well, now that we know he likes fossils,
What do you make of this ammonite?
Now then, 'Tis a beauty, that. It looks familiar.
Good day.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Order of operations. Get the idea in his head first.
Would you trade some
Trade
of
you a
your
worm.
paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty, that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside. There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.